Oh my God, Luka. Like he was unconscious out there. Luka fucking magic, baby. We got a lot to talk about today, so let's just jump into it. Hey yo, what's up? It's your boy Eyeso Plays. Typical YouTube shit. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, helps out a lot. Anyways, back to the video. So as I triumphantly stated, fucking Luka Doncic, man. Well, I've been waiting for it, and I got to see it. He had an insane buzzer beater. But let me talk about what led up to it. The Mavericks, they were facing the Celtics, and I had this game playing on in the background. I was focusing on some others because it seemed like it was going to be a blowout. The Mavs were up by like 19 at one point. They consistently had control of the game. So I was keeping tabs on it, but wasn't too crazy. And then fucking Jason Tatum just starts going off. It was insane. He had 37 points. Finally had a good game and led them, and which is a good sign for the Celtics. It sucks that they lost. I feel for them there, but it seems like they're actually getting their shit together. So that's exciting. But here's where they fucked up. There was 11 seconds left in the game. Mavericks ball, but they had to inbound it. There was only 5 seconds left on the shot clock. So the Celtics it was tied, I believe, 102, something like that. The Celtics were pretty much guaranteed to at least get the last shot. Well, they had a foul to give. And for whatever fucking reason, Marcus Smart immediately fucking fouls Luka. And when he did that, there was now only 8 seconds left. But guess what? Now the shot clock's fucking turned off. The Celtics don't get the last shot now. So you know how this goes. They inbound the ball, the Mavs, that is. Luka's walking it up, you know, kind of fast, but he's just taking his time surveying. He goes to the left and goes inside, and he gets stepped back. There were 2 defenders strongly on him and a third on the side. I was arguing with my brother whether he was around 3. There was definitely 3 of the opposing team near him, and you can't argue there was at least 2. And he just step backs, beautiful, swishes it at the fucking buzzer. It was amazing. It wasn't exactly like when the one he hit on the Clippers in the playoffs 2 years ago. It was closer in that area. Wasn't as deep of a 3, but he was way more defended. And that's just the shit Luka's gonna do, man. And especially Porzingis, he had a great game last night, only missed 2 shots. He was stretching the floor, but still going into the paint, getting those putback dunks off the misses. The Mavs, man, they're gonna be fucking dangerous. So we gotta keep an eye out for them. Now, a team I've been slacking on, and I feel everyone in general has been slacking on, that you need to be checking. This was a real surprise to me. The Washington Wizards, man, they're actually good. And I guess we should have been able to see the pieces for that. They signed Dinwiddie. A lot of us forgot about him because he's been injured for so long, but he was killing it for the Nets before, you know, Kyrie came back, and he was a great pickup. Montrezl Harrell, he won 6th Man of the Year 2 years ago, and it wasn't like he was a bad player. The Lakers just did not utilize him right on their team, and I get why. You know, you have LeBron and Anthony Davis on your team. You're going to focus on that, but he was not being utilized to his potential. He's killing it with them. Kuzma, he's on and off. The thing I love about Kuzma, though, is every single time the Lakers have a bad game or something, he fucking is throwing subliminals into tweets like a petty ex. But I don't blame him, because Lakers fans are some fucking hoes, and it was unfair to be like that to Kuzma. So I love that he's just like a petty ex. Regular Ben Simmons update, I'll keep it short. But the 76ers have resumed fining him for missing games. $360,000 a fucking game. And the reason why is apparently Ben Simmons is refusing to meet with the 76ers team doctors or anything to try to figure out his mental stuff. He's apparently using the NBA Player Association. They have their own like staff. He's using a doctor from there, and that's fine. But you have to have the 76ers have someone in there too, so that way they can have their sway, they can have info, have a timetable, build stuff back. You have to actually work with them. And that's why I fucking called it. Ben Simmons is just using this mental health thing as a ploy, and the 76ers finally caught on, and they're like, all right, we've been patient, but we need you in. But here's the interesting thing. They don't fucking need him, it looks like. Right now, the 76ers are #1 in the East, and I think they have like one of the highest offensive ratings. It's fucking insane. I'm super happy for them for that. I definitely would like for them to get some more talent back, because I don't think this team's gonna go crazy in the playoffs, but it goes to show when you don't have a distraction or a toxic player like that in the locker room, sometimes it's addition by subtraction. The other game I watched last night, and oh boy, was it fucking stressful, was my Denver Nuggets facing off against the Houston Rockets. And we shouldn't be that fucking stressed. The Rockets are the worst team in the league. Why? I didn't get to see the first half because I was busy running errands and shit. But I was checking updates regularly. MPJ going out with back soreness. That's fucking terrifying. Like, I'm glad it's just soreness, but we all forget MPJ. He was almost not drafted because of his back injury and people concerned how he's going to play. So if he's having soreness, we're probably going to have to rest him a couple games just to be safe. And I'm hoping maybe that's why he's been playing so bad. He's just been having issues with his back and he just needs to get healthy. Because otherwise, man, we fucked up and we overpaid him a lot. But anyways, back to the game. Jokic was straight carrying us. We could not fucking hit a three to save our life. There were so many times where he had a beautiful pass and then it was just a brick. Will Barton, he started the game off hot and doing really well. And then towards the end, he was doing some real boneheaded shit. I hate that. Aaron Gordon clutch hit back-to-back threes when we were down, and I thought the game was over with like a minute left. And then Jokic, he's out here trying to win Defensive Player of the Year. He's like, I got MVP. Give me this other award. Because he had the game-saving block, and we won by 1 point. Neither team even hit 100, which even in, the new rules, that's so crazy to me. Like, anytime a team can't hit 100 with how high octane the offensives are. Jalen Green's nice. I like him a lot. I don't think he's going to win Rookie of the Year like I originally said, but he's going to develop very nicely. I love his hoops and his hops. He's like a beer like that. I don't know. Nuggets, get your shit together. I'm glad we won, but we shouldn't be scraping this hard. Because the Warriors right now, they're smashing on the Rockets. And granted, the Rockets are playing on a back-to-back, but the Nuggets should have been able to fucking do that. And interesting about the Warriors. So I check on them, of course, because of Steph Curry and Jordan Poole. Everyone's been raving about him, so I have to check him out. He sometimes, I think that the hype gets to his head, and sometimes he does some shit he shouldn't be trying. But they right now have the lowest defensive efficiency since the 04 Pistons. And real quick, that's kind of confusing why I say that, because you're like, oh, lowest, that must be bad, right? No, when it comes to defensive proficiency, the lower, the better, because that means that's less points you can score. And if you recall, the 04 Pistons, that was the defensive team that beat the fucking Lakers. So that's really fucking good. And they don't even have Klay Thompson back yet. The Warriors, man, they're dangerous. They're a sleeper. You gotta watch out for them. Miami Heat, all I'm gonna say is Tyler Hero revenge season and leave it at that. Okay, that's a lie. I have to talk about the Heat, man. Their defense is fucking frightening. That is the one team, whatever team you are, you don't want to face in the playoffs because they are going to tire you the fuck out. They don't give up, and it doesn't matter. You beat one man, they have another man already rotated over there. They're defensively disciplined, and that shit is just scary. And I don't really know who can really stop them. And maybe the Nets if they had Kyrie. Which, side note, I saw an interesting thing today about the Kyrie. Apparently, he technically would be eligible if he had enough votes. He could just play in the All-Star game and be that the only game the entire season he plays. Do I think the league would let that happen? No, I think it would look really bad. People would be pissed. And especially because that means that spot a player who's actually playing isn't going to get. It's kind of like how, when Kobe was injured and he got a vote in, like, yeah, he technically made it in, but you're not going to, an injured guy can't play on the fucking team. Also, who the fuck's voting for Kyrie to be in the All-Star game? QAnon? Like, fuck. He definitely doesn't deserve that shit. And real quick on the Nets, though, James Harden finally tonight had a really good game. 28 points, almost a triple-double. I didn't even get to watch it, but just looking at that's great to see, especially because Damian Lillard also had a great game tonight. 25 points, led his team in scoring. So the theory, because I was really trying to figure this out, I was like, man, this can't just be because of the foul changes. Especially, so someone pointed out, James Harden, since he became a star on the Houston Rockets, if you took out every free throw, like just removed them all like they didn't exist, he still would have averaged over 21 points per game every season. So yeah, he's probably not winning scoring titles or that MVP without those fouls, getting up to 35 points a game. But he's still a good player without it. Don't get it twisted. I'll make all the soft and jokes all day, but James Harden is still a very talented player beyond just the foul baiting. I don't like his play style, but he's still talented. And then Damian Lillard struggling too. So the popular theory with that is they changed the basketball. Highly underlooked, from going to Spalding to Wilson. The thing about these players, they have reps thousands of shots just using this one type of ball. And then so you're getting, different grooves, different texture. Like, I definitely think it can make a difference. And especially even mental. Like, maybe it was only a slight physical thing, but then it's in your head and now you're feeling weird about it. I get why they're struggling. And at least that's my theory. It could also just be, weird shooting slumps. Every player goes through it. It just sucks. when it's at the beginning of the season, because then people just think that's who you are, especially if you're a rookie. Like the #1 draft pick of this past year, Cade Cunningham. Oh my God, I feel so bad for this man. He apparently right now is off to the worst shooting percentage start for a #1 draft pick, period. I think he's like 5 of 40 from the field or something like abysmal like that. Like, it is bad, y'all. And it sucks because you see like the rest of his game, you know, he's big, he's defense, you know, he has strong defense. There was a play where he like bullied Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant like gave him his praises and even came out and had a Cade Cunningham jersey that I'm assuming, you know, he asked for. So he's good. Don't freak out too much. Again, it's just the beginning. And also think about as a rookie having just like the yips. You know, you're the #1 pick. Everyone's expecting all this great shit from you. This Pistons team, they're just dying for some good talent to actually have. That's a lot of fucking pressure to put on a kid. That's all I'm saying. So give him some time. If he's still shooting this bad a month from now, then we're going to have to start talking about potential bust talks. I don't want that, but we got to keep it real. All right, y'all, you know, not too big of a crazy video today. Just wanted to give my updates and my thoughts. I had something else planned, but bitch-ass Shaqy P had to bail. Whatevs. We'll get him next time. Love y'all. This is Eyeso Plays. Good day, gang. Bazooka Shaq. I'm out.